Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here and I'm doing the Margarete Miller collage assignment today, week 46 out of 52. So we're getting through them. Right, the bonus prompt today is text other than English or your native language. So I'm going to start with that, which is this Spanish book page, because it's going to be the kind of the underneath layer. So let's just pop this down first. And it does kind of, this page, this bonus prompt does dictate a little bit the details of my story today. So it's going to be set in Spain. I haven't set a story in Spain before, so just loosely. I had to do a bit of research actually to find out a couple of details for my story, to see whether my story actually made sense or not, and I was pleased to find it does. Mind you, there's nothing wrong with making it completely up and making it all fiction. You know, it's a story. It doesn't have to be real. But I was happy to find that one of my details is actually accurate. Okay, so the other prompts are steampunk or mechanical, something found in a desert, a leftover art scrap you'd normally throw away, which I find quite difficult because I wouldn't normally throw away an art scrap. But anyway, I've found something. Food packaging or a food label, a candle or candle light. So that's the prompts we're working with, and I must remember to find somewhere to pop in my prompts because I haven't been so good at that lately. Right, so this is our food packaging or food label from A Cake of Chocolate. I don't even know where this came from. It just appeared out of my papers. And it's like, and I thought, no, I won't throw it away. And then that was yesterday. And then this morning I was looking through the prompts and it was like food packaging or a food label. And it was like, oh, I know. That chocolate wrapper I found, which just appeared out of nowhere. So ideal. I think it was timing. The timing was with me. I don't think I want to turn this into a pocket for the prompt list. So I'm just going to glue it on down. How are you today? Did you have a good week? My week was pretty busy, but quite satisfying. I would have to say I got quite a bit achieved. And everything seems to be going okay at the moment, including my computer, which is a huge relief, you know, things working properly. So last time that after I had it fixed, it only went for 3 weeks before it died again. So hopefully we'll get past the 3-week mark. You know, 3 years I feel would be a better result, wouldn't you? Okay, steampunk or mechanical. Now I wanted something steampunk, and I do have some stickers that lovely friend Prue sent me. I can't find where I've put them, and I've hunted. So they've obviously got caught up in amongst something else. And I thought I can't just keep looking because I might waste a whole day looking, and I can't afford a whole day looking. So I've gone with mechanical, and I've got this image out of a book on the 20th century, on events during the 20th century, and this was the first UK airline, Imperial Airways, and it's quite a cool picture. I thought that would be our something mechanical is the plane, and it's quite interesting. So I'm just kind of, this is our something found in a desert, which is a camel. Just looking where I might want to tuck. Maybe in there. Maybe we'll pop our prompts in there. So I'll glue this down. I've got my fingers held where I want to leave an opening for our prompt list. And then I don't want it to be too deep because I don't want to lose the prompt list down into it. So we're going to just kind of shorten the pocket with glue. And hopefully I've made it big enough. Okay, so that's our something mechanical. Something found in a desert is our lovely camel. I was thinking, what's it called? What's it called? candle or candlelight, I have this lovely glass bowl with some tea light candles floating in it, which I thought was really lovely and kind of very Christmassy with the red and white ribbon. It did come out of a Christmas magazine, so you know it is supposed to be Christmassy. And then art scraps, I've got this bit of painty paper which I'd cut some circles out of, so I think that qualifies as a scrap. And then I just tore another couple of bits off it because I thought let's go with 3 bits. And maybe something like that. Let's pop that on. I wonder if you can guess it, what the story might be this week. Any ideas? Care to hazard a guess? Although I'll be telling you the story before you can tell me what your guesses might be. But you can formulate something in your own mind and then see if you're how far off you are, whether you're right or wrong, or flying in a different direction even, which is perfectly fine because it's all made up. So pop that scrap there, and then our friend the camel. There are actually camels in this photo of the airplane as well, which kind of led me to go with the camel. So while I'm gluing this, I'm trying to think what the name of is it? Operation Dumbo Drop or Operation Drop, Operation Dumbo, something like that. If you know the film, you'll pick the name of the film, even though I can't actually remember it. About dropping elephants out of an airplane or delivering elephants via an airplane. Does it ring a bell? Right, I'm just thinking where else I might want to pop maybe a bit up the top there. Actually, let's put this down first. Anyway, my story is kind of a little bit like that film. I've only seen it once and it was quite a long time ago now, so I can't really remember the details of the film, but it kind of sprang to mind that my story is a little bit along those lines. But trust me, there'll be no camels dropped out of airplanes. No, we're not dropping camels out of airplanes, but we shall get to the full story very shortly because I've almost glued everything down. Right, put our other bits of art scrap around just to... I think I just wanted more than the one piece. I felt the one piece was a bit random, so I wanted some more pieces. So a bit up there, and maybe a bit over there. Yeah, down there, I think. This is just painty paper on butcher paper, so newsprint, plain newsprint. Just leftover paint I had that I just smushed all around on a piece of paper. There we go. So we've got everything, and my prompt list is going to, yes, it does fit. Brilliant. So the story today is set in Spain, as I mentioned before, hence the Spanish book. So there is a desert in Spain. Now, I did not know there was a desert in Spain, and I was hoping there was. So as I said, I did a bit of research and I found out there is one desert in Spain, southern Spain, I think. It's a nature reserve, so it's a protected area. And this area in Spain, there's a group of nomadic people. Now here we're going into pure fantasy because I don't know that anyone lives in a nature reserve, for one. But we're going to pretend that there's a group of people that live in the desert and they're nomadic. So they travel around, you know, they're always after the water and food as it pops up after some rain. They do get rain in the desert, just not as much. So these nomadic people, they're quite poor, you know, they live off very little, but they don't have great needs either. But there's a entrepreneur who's also a philanthropist, and he's decided that they need to do something for these people. So it's hard to travel in the desert. The nomadic people, they walk everywhere, but for a European person, it's hard work. You know, it's hard yakka traveling around a really hot desert. So he thought, well, camels are suited to desert. But there are no camels in this desert, and that is true. They don't have camels. So he thought, well, why don't I fly some camels in, and then we can go in on camel and take these people a Christmas present. Hey, what can I say? It's coming up to that time of year. So he gets the airline, gets all the camels, and the camels in the picture. I don't know, maybe I'll lift it up a little bit. Camels loading onto the aeroplane. This is the last camel to go onto the plane. That's why he's photographed separately. I've got to explain it somehow. So they're loading these camels up so that they can take a trek into the interior of the desert. First, to find the nomadic people, because they could be anywhere in the desert, and to take them their Christmas present. What would you take a group of nomadic people for Christmas? Well, I don't know about you, but I probably wouldn't choose chocolate. But that's what they're taking. They're taking chocolate. This is a New Zealand brand of chocolate. It's the best chocolate. I can tell you that. Whittaker's is the best chocolate. So they're taking them chocolate. I guess it's like they used to trade beads with native people from other countries when the English were traveling around exploring. Beads were currency. I guess chocolate is a pretty tasty currency, isn't it? And they're also taking them some candles because they figure, you know, out in the desert they haven't got electricity, so they might need a few extra candles. So they're taking them candles and chocolate. All in all, it doesn't sound like a bad present. Probably not high on my priority list. Sorry, I'm not talking properly. Of what I would take to a nomadic group. I might take health supplies or fresh water, you know, things that they might actually really, really need, rather than chocolate and I guess they can use candles, but I'm betting they make their own candles somehow, or torches. Anyway, very strange little story, but that's what I got. Sometimes they're not as inspired as other times. I still think it makes sense. It's a little bit of fun, isn't it? And that is the collage. Let's just check we've got everything. So mechanical, found in a desert, leftover art scrap, food packaging, candle, and text in another language. So we have got everything there. Thanks for joining me. I hope you don't mind my silly little stories. And thanks for joining me. I will see you again in my next video. Take care, my friends, and have a beautiful weekend. Bye.